If you only knew the power of the dark side.
2, 1, 0.
Hello guys, I'm Michael Burhan here, and most of you know me from my YouTube channel, The Nerd Genius, nerdgenius.com. I got gameplay, Fanboys Anonymous, Retro Unlim. There's tons of projects that I do. I'm here to talk about, well, mostly the usual stuff, really. Sorry, this is kind of hard for me to do this. Most of you have seen there's not been many video updates recently from me for like a couple of days, and the reason being was because someone had passed away last week, and that person was none other than Jewario, aka Justin Carmical. He was a YouTuber on, the guy with the glasses.com. He currently RetroWare TV. He was on everything. He was pretty much a guy like myself who would put his fingers in like tons of pies in order to sort of get himself that recognition that he's known for. And he's also well known for the You Can Play This series, and quite recently he did the Pipeline, and I believe it was called Swipe This, where he was dealing with like barcode games and stuff like that as well. Now, I want to talk a little bit about what happened. I'm not going to go into detail about how it happened or anything like that, and I'm aware there's like tons of people on the internet putting a very negative spin on this, and for those people, I want to enlighten you a little bit. We all know what happened to the guy, and that he had a few issues. But instead of mocking him, maybe everyone should actually be looking at this as someone who really needed help. He needed someone to talk to. But instead of actually trying to rationalize that, I've seen comments and I've seen very nasty stuff, and I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I'm someone who's currently suffering and has been suffering his whole life through depression. I'm too hard on myself with everything. My marriage collapsed in 2010. I ended up nearly succumbing to those same demons myself. And it was hard bringing myself back from that. Very hard. Most people see me as this very positive person, others very negative. But I'm a human being, just like he was, and still is. He leaves a wife behind who has to build her life back up and support herself and put herself back together from all this. He leaves fans behind and people who loved him and supported him. And it's hard. Yeah, and I get it. Tons of people are going to be sitting there and leaving their stupid comments about how life has always been hard. But it's also very emotionally hard to deal with. When you go through certain issues in your mind, you try to rationalize things. And the slightest thing can just set you off. A person can sit down and call you names. And someone can leave a stupid YouTube comment. A casting director can sit down and tell you that you're not good enough. Anyone can tell you or say something that will just set you off. And it's hard. It's very hard to deal with. And it's very hard to tell people and talk to people because you just... It's very hard to deal with stuff like this. Because people will tell you that it's fine, you know, just suck it up, just keep going. And sometimes enough is enough. In 2010, I could have been in the exact same position. I was. But it took guys like Johnny Millennium, the Happy Console Gamer, Doug Walker, the guy with the glasses, and several other YouTubers out there who helped me through it, because I just watched their videos. That's all I ever did. I watched their stuff and it got me through it. It allowed me to get up, gain the strength, and go and live and have, you know, go about my day. Now, these people who I idolized, who got me out of this situation in a sense, are the ones that I talk to and I look up to, and you know, they're friends with me. Well, if you can define the word friend, but they, you know, they're I talk to them on a regular basis. It's a shame he didn't have a friend there who could have talked him down for it. Maybe it's because he chose to hide his feelings. He hid himself very well, and he didn't talk to anyone. And currently that's what's getting me through this. Talking to people. Stephen of RetroAnime.com talks to me regularly, checks up on me and makes sure that I'm okay. Xander Scullion, one of my best friends in the world, talks to me, checks up on me, makes sure that I'm okay. JL76, John Latimer, checks up on me regularly, makes sure I'm okay, and I've got a slew of other friends out there who check up on me and make sure I'm okay, and just give me an ear to talk to. They don't ask for anything, they just talk to me, and that's pretty much it. Now, getting away from that, let's talk about Justin's impact. The fact that he left such an amazing impact on people. His videos were both informative, friendly. The fact that he talked to you as a person. At the conventions, he never shied away from people. He loved everything that he did with such a great passion.
You know what? I want you all to look at me. I want you all to look at me. I want you to... Because what I'm about to say is important, I think. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. And I want you all to know this. This goes out to everybody. You're not stupid. Okay? You're not stupid. Don't ever tell yourself that you are. You're important. What you have in your head may not mean a lot to a lot of people, but it's what makes you special. You are important. You mean something. And you're going to go out there and you're going to do some wonderful things. But first and foremost, you're not stupid. You're not an idiot. Don't ever tell yourself that you are. And if nobody else ever tells you this, I will tell you this. I care about you. Thank you for coming to my stream today.
he was an amazing individual who had touched the lives of so many people. He was an internet celebrity in every word, but still remained down to earth. I've never met the guy face to face. I never told him how much he meant to me and to everyone like me. When he did that video telling people that we're not stupid, it made me feel like I mattered. Because you don't know how many times people tell me that I'm stupid, or that what I do is a pipe dream, that everything that I've ever done in my life is a waste of time. And it's people like him that if we had more of him in the world, if we had more guys like that, it would mean so much more. There'll be no wars. There'll be no world hunger. There would be no anger. And to see the way that people portray him, or that people say nasty things about him, or whatever the case was, what happened, makes me sick to my stomach. Please do not remember him for any of this like that's happened in the past week. Remember him as that guy, the guy who inspired you, the guy who made you learn just a little bit, the guy who tried so hard to get people to notice him and succeeded. Remember that guy. Don't remember this guy that all these negative Nellies are talking about, making fun of, and trying to put their 2 cents in when they have no idea what goes on in someone's head when they go through something like this. And it's funny, I debated all this week about either doing this video or not, to tell people and reveal myself and my depressive states, and that the fact that I can be up and down constantly. So that I can expose what the hell's going on in this world of depression. Is a very hard thing to deal with, and that people deal with it every day. Every day. And there's only a few things in this world that keep me going, that bring me back, that humble me. My children, my friends, my family, and each and every one of you. Justin, you always will be remembered, and you always will be that guy that I remember telling me that I matter, because you matter to each and every one of us. You weren't stupid. You mattered, and we love you. And to every person that's in the same boat, that sits there and thinks the same thoughts, just remember that you matter. No matter what anybody tells you, no matter how stupid people think you are, you matter. And if you ever need someone to talk to, if you ever need someone that just an ear, come find me. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I've got Gmail accounts. I'm on Google Plus. Find me, and I will listen to you. Because your problems are my problems. No matter what, I care. We all do. Never ever think that your problems are too small, that the weight of the world is on your shoulders, because it isn't. And I just wish I said this to him and told him that. Maybe that would have made a difference. You matter, each and every one of you. This is Michael Burhan saying, I was going to do the sound off, but I don't think that's relevant at this point. Rest in peace, Jewario. You are an amazing human being. Always have and always will be. God bless you.